Welcome to the Don't Watch the Clock burn and assembly process. So I'm going to be taking you through the entire process of burning a blank disc to fully packaging it up, ready for sale. So it always begins with a blank disc. We're using the verbatim 25 gigs right now. So we always want to make sure our disk drive is on, press the button, and put a blank disk in. And press the button to close it. Alright, so now we'll jump into our software that we're going to be using to assemble the menu, which is DVD Fab. We'll open that up. It's always important to actually have your assets ready, so I'm going to plug those in as well. And if you see this new versions of product detected, don't update, just always cancel it. I'll always have the software on the right version it needs to be on. There's a reason why I don't want it to update right now. So you can see we have our assets loaded in the bottom right corner. Then we'll just head on over to the Creator tab and add our sources. So I have them all already organized, so it's easy for me to just select all and place them in. It may be different for whatever you are burning, but I have a lot, so I have to do it quick. So once all content is in there, I'll go to the advanced settings. I'll change the volume label to the title of the box set. Make sure the video quality is set to fit to disk. I will then go into menu settings and just select the preset I'm using. Make sure it's working. And then I'll go in and I'll add the rest of the content. I have a lot, so I speed it up for y'all. It's very repetitive. Once all those things are in, I'm just kind of going over, double checking some things, and then getting into the menu settings. So I'm going to change the background to a video, and then I have a pre-made video. Just making sure to turn that volume down a little bit, actually stopping the video, dragging the selection bars all the way to the ends, checking everything out. Sometimes it will do this thing where it acts like it's not there, so just trying to mess with that a little bit. So I see it's there now. It won't always show up in the preview, so you just gotta trust that it's there. Now that the main screen has its video, I'm going to go to each movie's page and actually add its own individual background. You can do that with the buttons at the bottom. There's a customize thumbnail button and a customize background button, using them respectively. And I can tell everything is in order because these first two on each page are a commentary. Or it's the film and then the commentary. So they ideally should have the same exact thumbnail by default. So I know things are in order because I have same, different. It's just kind of what's going on through my brain. So on the setup page, I want to make sure I have a certain type of font, which is Helvetica. And then I have to drag it a little bit because it's a little off center. And then I'll adjust this later, most likely. Going in and changing the background. The setup page is very simple. And then also just adjusting this button. I'm not the best coder, so I don't know why this isn't the same size as the rest of them. And we'll probably have to adjust that later too. So now I'm just going into the preview tab and I'm QCing everything, making sure all the buttons work. Everything looks like it should. They take me to where they go. And then just going to setup and making sure, yeah, so I have to adjust the text a little bit and also make this button a little bit bigger. Just bring it down, making sure everything is up to standard. Like I said, you won't be able to see that opening video in the beginning just because the software doesn't show you that. But it's there, I promise. So we have everything ready to go, and then we'll start the burn process. If you get this overwrite or not selection, just always do save both folders. So now the burn process will start. It'll process each individual file on your Blu-ray, and then it will actually burn those files onto the Blu-ray. It takes quite a while for ours, so I have this pre-made disc ready that we're going to quality control. So we're just going to pop that in our PS4, which is our test device. Wait for it to load up. So we got our main menu, and it's rocking and rolling. Feeling happy about that. Making sure the buttons work. And I've looked at 85 of these, so I know when something's off, when something isn't off now. So I do spot selections. So I'll go over to a collection, and I'll choose a random clip at a random moment, and just making sure that works. And I feel confident that having that one thing work has a lot of other things work, because this thing is kind of like a house of cards. If one thing doesn't work, it all kind of crumbles down. So feeling confident about that, I will close the application, and then I will remove the disc through the PS4's software rather than the physical buttons. Just making sure to close that application before. Making sure my other work area is ready. I will then put a little green dot noting that this disc has been QC'd and is ready to have a sticker applied, and then ultimately be put in a case and sold. Alright, so now that I have the disc in the sleeve, we can start working on assembling the case, which includes a case, one of our sleeves, and then a booklet. So what I like to do is I like to open up the case completely, too much, and then spread apart the plastic lining and the actual case. That makes it easy to slide the sleeve in. And just centering it up, I make sure to push the sleeve all the way into the corners so it doesn't get any weird fold lines along the spine or anything. Just checking that that spine lines up as well. I push it here, so I have to readjust. And then it's as simple as just popping the booklet in. And then your case is ready. Alright, so these are the disc stickers we use. So there are perforated edges on the left and right side of it, but not so much on the top and bottom of it, because the way you apply these stickers is it has a little system. So first you pop out the left and right hand sides of each of the stickers, and you see on the left there is like an old CD case. We're actually going to put our disc in that case because it'll help line up with this template we have. Just checking. You can kind of see all the data on the disc that's already been burned on there. Placing it in our mold. and then peeling the sticker off. So there's only the center exposed for the sticker. The other two sides still have their backing on them. So we're really just trying to focus on lining up that center. It's kind of like an acquired skill, like you have to be bad at it before you're good at it type of thing. And then I have this razor blade attachment thing, so I close the razor blade and then use the actual handle so I don't scratch the sticker off, and just making sure there's no air bubbles on there. Peel off the sides, and then I'll flatten those down. And then just checking if there's any more little air pockets or anything and just getting those out. I like to quality control along the process with like some major quality control steps between each stage, but if you're checking your work as you go, like, things work out in your favor and it saves a lot of time. You can do this whole process in gloves. I find once I put gloves on, I'm not going to take them off unless I have to. So when I'm putting gloves on, I intend to do a lot of stickers or a lot of final quality control. This is what I would call final quality control, is making sure the disc looks brand new, cleaning off any dust, and if there are any scratches or anything, just noting that, setting it aside. Like, it should look brand spanking new. Like, you should be able to see yourself in it. And it's as easy as just popping it in the case after this. And just making sure that sticker is right side up. Closing it up. And right now our system is to just put the next number on a sticky note and put it on top, and that's this product's number for now. So I'll just check the last one. $82. So I'll just write 83 on this one, and this one's number 83.